Cool, Lava Girl, let's get into how I achieved this vibrant, neon, almost glowy hot pink. I done got so many questions already on how I achieved this color. What dye did I use? Did I watercolor it? Did I paint the dye on? Let's just get into it. First and foremost, when I color wigs, I like to work on quality hair, so you know I had to go straight to my vendor for this wig. 613 13x6, 4 bundles of 26-inch hair. Went ahead and toned it off camera with the purple shampoo just to remove most of the yellowness before we get started. When I go for a color as bold as hot pink, I always opt for painting the dye on. Is she super time consuming? Absolutely, 100%. Watercoloring is definitely quicker, but I personally notice when I watercolor my wigs, the dye is real patchy in the back, it's not evenly distributed, and it just looks a mess. The top layer might be cute, but underneath is not. And for the colors, if you missed the clip where I showed the dyes, I did use the Adore pink blush and neon pink. Ain't no special ratio, ain't no special measurement. All I did was pour a full bottle of pink blush, a full bottle of neon pink, mix it up, and start painting the wig. I will say, when you are painting that color on, the thinner the section, the easier it is to evenly distribute that color all over that section. Now, it's best if your dye brush has a comb on the opposite side. That way you can apply the color, comb it through to make sure every single strand is coated. And you can only guess how long this took me. I kid you not, I think painting the dye on with how long the wig is and how thick it is, it took me around 3 to 4 hours. But it was worth it though. The color turned out so freaking pretty. And I always save dyeing the frontal for last. Since it's a 613 unit, I went ahead and toned those knots off camera using a little bit of the honey brown dye and some conditioner, applying it on the inside of the frontal as if you're bleaching the knots, letting it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, rinse it off, and you're good. Now, rinsing the hair took forever. I did let the dye sit on the wig for a full 24 hours. After I colored it by hand, I was tired, and I really needed this to be vibrant. And since I colored the wig, I did want to go in with some silicone mist to soften up the hair. And here she is. You cannot tell me it's not giving Lava Girl.